How's it going, everybody?
Oh.
Don't forget we're on Twitch tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we love being on Twitch. It's so much fun. But we're on our normal stuff, Facebook, YouTube, all that jazz. So, yeah, super excited. April's going to do some drawings. Oh my goodness.
Puppy. Oh, it's a puppy.
Oh, she's doing some stuff. So I'm excited. She's got Teddy Ruxpin out there helping her out tonight. I still think that dog looks like an actual teddy bear. I don't care what anybody says to me.
I know.
I will that will be the hill that I die on for an argument. That little thing looks like
so Angelus is the dog's name. Angelus got a haircut today. We just sheared him like a little sheep. It was just adorable. He didn't think it was all that adorable, but it was. And to help sate him or distract him, I got him a ham bone that's literally the size that he is.
Oh my gosh.
It really did help. So he got to nibble on that for like a good 20 minutes, and then we took it away because, nobody wants to have a dog with diarrhea. So,
Yeah, no, that's not great. I appreciate you trying to help him out, but
well, yeah.
If you blow his butthole out, that's not helping him out much at all.
Well, I feel like PetSmart had gotten that part started.
Oh my God. Oh, anyway, so you're working on sketch cards tonight, from what I hear.
I am.
Cherry Pop-Tart sketch cards. I was a big fan, like throughout my younger adult life.
Oh yeah.
Of Cherry Pop-Tart. Like, it's just one of those books that was so iconic.
Back when underground comics were like.
No. April disappeared again. She'll be back in just a second. She's been doing this weird disappearing thing. Get on with the art. Down with the bullshit. I don't know. Like I said, she'll be back on here in just a second. She literally has had this happen like twice in the past 10 minutes. April. So she shaved her dog. A little dog was fuzzy as all hell, and she just shaved him. I guess she's coming back. I don't know. Not going to be a very awesome art session if the artists don't come in and draw their stuff. But like I said, I'm sure she'll be back in just a minute. As far as I go, I've been working on managerial things this evening, so which is something I tend to be doing in the evening now because it's easier. Everybody thought you ran away.
I was trying.
Right on. Well, I'm gonna make you the top dog here on here.
Oh yeah.
And oh my gosh. Technical difficulties. She's returned. And she's muted. April. Why is she muted? Now she's not muted. Welcome back.
Sorry, my husband keeps calling, which is what was throwing me out of the... Oh, it's fine.
Man, oh man, that Gus.
You know what? I feel bad. His poor flight. His delivery to St. Louis got frazzled or whatever.
Right.
He winds up having to spend an extra day out there against his wishes. So he's just, stuck.
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's
stuck in St. Louis.
Speaking of things, I got to start getting our itinerary ready for next year.
Yeah.
I keep fooling with it, but I've been really under the weather the past 4 days. So
yeah.
Trying to get my stuff together, but sick as all get out. So.
Yeah. Because of the kids.
Well, yes, those rotten children of mine.
They do like to share.
They do. And God bless them for all their sharing. Just I don't want the funk that they're sharing currently. Hey, so word is
On the
that
streets?
yes, on the street is If It Hops only has like 48 hours left on it.
Do they pull us out of the shadow band realm?
I don't. That book's been shadow banned from Facebook like forever now.
Yeah.
But man, look, anything that doesn't meet the agenda, they don't like, so
Yeah.
but it's got a couple days left. I'm willing to bet we could get the additional pages unlocked at 12,000 right now. I think we could do it.
Oh yeah.
I think we could. We're at almost 10,000 now.
Mm.
I think we could do it. My Metal Girl's at 10.5 right now, I think.
Score.
Yeah, it's doing really well. And then uh-oh. You haven't been ingesting sugar again, have you?
Oh no, man! I'm far too tired for any
All right,
of that nonsense.
Just checking.
I'm just thinking a little froggy. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna get myself fired. I fire my children all the time. It's gonna be hilarious whenever they get like fired in the real world, and they're gonna be like, "That's hilarious." They're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" They're like, "Oh, is that where we're going?"
Right.
I'll grab my things.
Well, we are. We do have another new book starting in less than 2 weeks.
Yes.
We do, and that would be.
Ooh, you could literally put #shadowban.
Oh my gosh.
And it would market itself.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to be shadow banned anymore. I'm over that.
No. It's the marketability, the hashtag. You borrow the hashtag for there be shadows.
Oh yeah.
Because of the shadow banning.
No. Right. I got you. Mad funny. I'm with you on that.
It's all about that pun life.
Yeah. Well, that book's gonna be a lot of fun though.
Oh, I know.
The covers are coming out beautiful.
Yeah.
The interiors are looking super good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Man, oh man. Tons of cool stuff coming out. I'm excited.
As you should be.
I am super, super excited for all of everybody. The cards for Fallen Leaves are supposed to be here in the next day or two.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I've already put a few of those out to people that didn't want to wait for their cards.
Understood.
And I totally get that for sure. I mean, I totally get that. I mean, I'm not one to pass on a collectible card because I'm a fan of collectible cards, but most of those are folks that buy from us all the time and know that if they ask for a card, I'll send them a card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. But man, If It Hops is in the printer pipe right now. You got all your copies.
Yeah.
Excited about that.
Oh yeah.
Book came out really pretty.
It really did.
So mad pumped about that. I'm about to start working on My Metal Girl issue 3, I think, here shortly. Probably by the end of the week, once I have this Christmas book and this other Halloween issue written. I'll probably do both Halloween or both the last remaining Halloween issues before I do the Christmas book.
Right on.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get a little ahead.
Did you get Albert's stuff to him?
Most of it. I talked to him the other night about additional work and some other stuff.
Anything I need to write down?
No, he's a good dude. I'm not worried about him.
I'm not worried about him either, but
yeah, whatever he wants to do when he wants to do it, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
Right on.
He's pretty good to us, so I have no qualms.
Cool.
Whatever that cat wants to do. Man, you know what I saw? And it's going into a little bit more serious realm than what we normally talk about between you and I. But dude, I keep seeing people like complaining about like all they're going through in the industry right now. And I'm like, man, look, like if people are fucking with y'all so bad, stop working for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but unfortunately, some folk only know those people.
for sure. No, that makes total sense, right? Like we probably get 30 applicants a week, you know, and those are people that are just hearing about us half the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we get more pro applicants that know about us than we do indie applicants.
Well, we get more pro referrals, like
That's
friends of
true. Well, that's
friends.
just because we've been playing in
Yeah.
the circuit for a little while. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And but I mean, when it comes to like indie talent and these cats that are complaining about the stuff they're going through, I think a lot of it is just like you said, though, they're not they don't know who to run with or who to associate with. And it's not always easy to just be like, hey, look, you know, we can give you a job because we can't. You know what I mean? We can't
Mhm.
hire everyone. You know, we can't employ
Mhm.
everyone.
As much
Uh,
as we want to.
yeah, you know, we'd love to help people. You know what I mean? And every time there's a big layoff, we make sure we reach out to folks.
Yep.
You know,
In case
but
anybody's curious about what I'm doing, I'm laying in flats and I'm going to add the color part later.
oh, fancy.
It's like a factory streamline kind of thing because
Love it.
she's Caucasian and blonde. So I can just lay that in on
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything.
Sherry is stereotypical easy, dude.
Yeah, and so what I do is I like lay in the flats real fast because I don't have to switch markers, I don't have to color scheme or get real fancy with anything. So I just lay in the flats in several of the cards, and then I go back and will add my additional color if I have to, or I'll just go into the rendering process, which I wind up using a lot of colored pencils. One, they're cheaper. Two, I get more detail and control. And three, it adds like extra texture to the card. So sometimes it makes it look more complex than what it really is. Yeah, you can also do your transitions a lot easier. Like if you're adding a color over the top of the marker flat, and you can get some really neat, I don't know, results from it. So just in case anybody's like, what the hell is she doing? Why isn't she finishing something? Well, that is what I'm doing. These are under deadline, so I'm trying to do them efficiently.
yes. Get them done.
I know. I wound up having like 50 of them to do, and I've really only spent like 4 or 5 days on them. So
Yeah.
I mean, they look really good. I did half-ass the background. I only half-ass other places, not here at Ethereal. No. Other places maybe, but they're sparkly, so I feel like I get a pass.
Right on.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I've got like 50 of these cards to do, and then I can get back to Mermaid and Unicorn and Pillow and Lucky.
And if it hops.
And if it hops, and a couple other projects too. So I'm really excited. I hate that I'm not going to be able to do Don't Drown. Like that just kills me, but I just can't do it. I made too many mistakes.
There's these times when we can't do it all, no matter how much we would like to.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just it's one of those things where as much
I'm doing covers though. Everybody can just
that.
fuck right off. That's going to be my thing, and that's fine.
Yep, that's
but
it. Man, so I
still
had
gonna
this
be
cool ass
part of
idea
it.
for for Don't Drown the other night.
Yeah.
Um,
But
well,
I've found that I have a limitation, and for the betterment of everything, my sanity, the production of, ethereal, just making sure that things don't get dropped. I do things better every month.
that's it.
Every month I do things better. But this is a limitation. This is something I just, it takes an amazing amount of focus and like series of time to like be able to do interiors. I love them. I love them so much. But I don't have the time to dedicate to doing it well, and it takes a very grown and mature person to let something really beautiful go. So
Well, I had an epiphany
you
about
did.
that story anyway. So,
Oh,
yeah, if you're not doing it, I don't want to do it. But
Oh, shut up.
no, I'm being serious. I decided to do something. I'm going to go a different direction with it. I had an epiphany about it.
oh. Well,
Um,
okay. I mean, I haven't read it, but
no, I have an idea for like almost like a like you know how we have continents, right?
yes.
And we have governments on continents. Well, what if the world was instead of land, it was boats that were continents? Like massive boats that people lived on.
Like that Kevin Costner movie.
Not really like Waterworld. Waterworld was more like a almost like a Mad Max in water.
Yeah, that's what it'd wind up being, though.
No,
'cause-
this is like like real government type of deal. This is not nothing like that. Nothing like craziness or anything.
oh yes, because that would be crazy.
Well, you know, I definitely have plans to make it a bit, insane, but
Well, you have to have that ethereal spice.
that's it. That's it. That little Creole dust on top.
Oh my gosh! Don't rub your eye.
Yeah, no shit, right? No, I got some cool ass ideas. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on right now with other writers we've got coming on and stuff they're doing, and
Right on. Well,
you know,
it'll be when it's ready. It'll be ready, and
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
run with it.
absolutely.
And it's not a big deal. But
Oh yeah, there's plenty of other stuff coming before them. Cretaceous issue 2, and
oh yeah,
you've got There Be Shadows issue 2, and
no one.
well, I mean, I gotta finish writing issue.
Yeah, gotta finish writing the last 6 pages of Frog Legs.
They're almost done. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that one. I gotta no, there's a couple of projects I have to get in on and dig real deep into. I want to get the 3rd issue of My Metal Girl done. I had already started working on it.
Oh boy,
Yeah, I'm real happy with that book. Like,
I'm
like
glad.
I love me some My Metal Girl.
With the mangaka.
Yes. Yes. Give us if we're gonna give you guys things, we're gonna give you whole ass and not half ass. So we're definitely about it.
Stop licking my feet.
I can't help myself.
Oh, I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I'm just saying like it's distracting.
Oh Lord.
Whatever. He's got an incredibly long tongue.
Oh Lord.
What?
Anyway.
I'm spatting facts. It's not weird. It's just
Okay.
All right. What? If he bit me, it would be a different reaction. I would not like that. That would be unpleasant. It was like,
you rotten dog, you.
yeah, fucking ass. I'm gonna take all your hair.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna eat your
You
bones
even
in
got that
front of
baby
you.
short hairs, so he's pretty He's pretty barren.
Oh man, I didn't take all of it. It was, you know what? So the shears came with a couple of different comb lengths, and I
Uh,
picked the one that had the longest length. I wanted to make sure that
oh, right
if
on.
I'm doing this for the first time that I don't traumatize him for realsies.
Yeah, no joke.
And so it actually worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely gave me a chance to, like, you know, work with it and let him get kind of comfortable with it. I
Right
don't
on.
think that he actually likes it, but
Well,
my neighbor came over and helped hold him down and
wow,
give
he's
him,
definitely going to be traumatized after that.
oh, please.
Neighbor coming over too. I gotta
They,
back up. Hold this bitch down.
That's, well, you know, whenever I'm away at Starbucks, she checks on him, and whenever she's at school, I check on her dog. So it's a win-win.
Yeah,
Or-
it's symbiotic dog abuse. I'm with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, what's funny is that her dog pouts whenever she hears us
Oh
leave
no,
to go on quick walks or whatever, and she wants to come too.
that's funny.
She sends me little videos like, I'll have you know she caught you, but I won't let her go. I'm like, well, I can take her. She's like, no, no, no. It's bedtime. I'm like, oh,
That's
well,
funny.
yeah, okay. But no, she came over and helped, you know, keep him from getting wild or
Right
whatever,
on.
and would stroke his hair and give him little head scritches,
There you
and
go.
he eventually just kind of fell asleep. And she's like, oh, his little eyes just kind of like roll back into his head.
Oh no.
I was like, oh, he's not dead. No, no,
No,
no.
yeah.
Looks
Oh
like
my.
he's dreaming. I'm like, okay. But you know,
Oh,
after a while, that little buzz cutter or whatever, just kind of turns into white noise and doing like the little like strokes or whatever to get, you know, the lawnmower effect. It just, you know, it you know, I was trying to be gentle and, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
compassionate, and he just kind of fell asleep. So I was like, oh, I'll
There
just
you
call
go.
that a win. So
I'm with you.
may not be the worst thing ever. Call
For
it a
sure.
win. Yeah, yeah.
I'm about that.
Right. Well, I think he
So
was too.
I had a funny moment
Ooh,
that
you
I
did.
thought of. Um, a couple people posted in the past few days about how they're all bummed out that movie folks aren't going to San Diego and they're pulling out of a bunch of cons next year. And I'm like, tee hee hee, maybe it's a Comic Con now. I just think it's funny.
Oh,
Pull,
sure.
pull them all out, man. That's what it was before. It was a comic convention.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a movie convention. You
No.
know, they have movie conventions. You know, they have gaming conventions. They have all kinds of conventions. I love horror conventions. I love gaming conventions. I love anime conventions. Holy crap. We're booking like 3 of them next year.
Cool.
But I also like my comic conventions to be comic conventions.
Yes, but you're pretty new at this industry, and Shelby has made some very interesting correlations. When you have one or two A-listers, you get better advertising. You get more of a family draw, which means more impulse buys. And um, usually you get some people who are coming there to actually buy stuff to flip, and then they pick up a couple extra things along the way.
For sure.
Or a more diverse vendor setup. You get people who will sell top loaders, or you'll have a Copics representative or whatever. And so the byproduct of having a larger convention in that regard is, you know, some of those things. Now, when you have 20 A-listers, it's no longer fun. So
Right.
it's a delicate balance. You have to have a couple of people to draw, because then it's not just the comic bookers. It's going to be the comic booker plus his wife and couple of kids, or maybe the in-laws or whatever. Oh yeah, let's go and meet so and so, and let's experience this comic book convention. Because even though you may not read comics, you may enjoy seeing these panels where the actors are. And then you get to walk around the showroom floor and they go, ooh and ah, as we all do, because no matter how long you've been in this industry, it's fun to shop.
Yeah.
And, and so that's part of the fun. Now, if you don't have that big of a draw, then and everything still maintains being wildly expensive, and you
Right.
don't earn back your table costs, your travel costs, your hotel costs, your fine dining experience at the local Hardee's in
Right.
downtown San Diego, then you can't afford to come back. So you need a little bit.
Well, we went in like 2016, and because we had a store, so we had vendor tickets and stuff and whatever.
Cool.
Which it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
But it was not it. I see the draw, and I understand the good time that people are having. You know what I mean? I'm
yeah.
there for that. I get that. But again, I've been doing large cons since like 2010, and having, selling books and flipping books and whatever, and having vendor booths and all that jazz. And I found that it's more fun for a comic, a comic buyer or a comic fan to be able to go to a show where they can have a good time. I
Yes.
think again, I've done MegaCon probably 8 times now, and I probably won't do it again. Like even if it was all of us going, I probably wouldn't want to do it. And that's just because it is literally turned into not a comic show. Like, you can't even sit at a booth and talk to an artist or look at art. There's so much shit going on that they're pushing people out of the way that people can't even walk. It's just not a good time. And I've had friends of mine that I know personally that have bought, 3 and 4 day passes and only go for a day because they were so miserable.
Oh.
It's just, if you can't walk, that's a problem.
Yeah.
If you were so packed that people are dry humping each other trying to get through an aisle, it's not any fun. It's just, you can't enjoy yourself. You can't look at the books, you can't look at the products, you can't talk, And as a company that has only been around for so long, I like to be able to talk to people because I believe we sell ourselves. And if we can't talk because you're getting pushed out of the way by a cosplayer, that's no fun.
No.
And I just, that's what I say when I want people to have a good time. I want people to be able to browse books. I want people to not bump into me when I'm looking through a long box,
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. If we were to, and smaller shows are still like that. I'm not knocking shows all around. I'm just saying.
Oh,
It's
I
one
know.
of those things
Yeah.
where
I've
we,
never been to San Diego, and for a good reason. It
yeah,
scares me financially. It scares me in the ability to have fun. I
yeah.
just it's too big for my small brain.
It just,
I
I
would
had
like.
fun with when it came to toys and stuff
Oh,
at
sure.
San Diego. I had a lot of fun. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's where it's at.
Toys were great. The movie stuff was great. I did not enjoy the comic scene at San Diego. It just
I
was.
would like to try for New York City
Yeah,
though.
New
Like,
York is on my my radar for us, but
but there's going to be a time and a place where we're going to be like, oh yeah, we're not Artist Alley, we are Small Press.
yes.
Or
Well, I was just looking at small press vending right now, for Planet Comic Con
nice.
in Missouri,
Uh-huh.
and um, that's like 1,100.
Yep.
But it's a good amount of space, so I think that 3 or 4 of us could do that, and it'd be a good time.
Oh, absolutely.
It's one space that is 8.5 foot in length and 7 foot deep with 2 tables. So yeah, I think and it's an L shape at the end of Artist Alley. I think that'd be good for us.
Hell yeah, get it.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to talk about a bunch of these, but I would love to do the small press tables, but I think that we need to the shows we've never been to, and we're not regular guests at. I think that we should make sure we do our time and try to get into Artist Alley first. That's just my own personal opinion. Because the other ones are I don't see any small press tables. There's crafter spaces, but I don't see any small press for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's the artist inline L space. That's what I'm looking at for us. It's an inline booth. It's not an inline space. It's a booth.
Yep.
So, and then you get 12-foot height of space as well. So, yeah, man, I don't think that's bad. I think we could pretty much chalk that up. Especially where is that from? How far is that from here? Hold on. Kansas City from my house. Kansas City Convention Center from my house is 9 hours or 8 hours and 47 minutes.
9 hours.
Basically. Probably 10. Stopping and peeing and getting gas and stuff. That's not too bad though.
No.
Because it's literally just a state. It's basically a state over. Well, it's basically a state over. But it's a big state.
It's a long state.
Yeah. So.
But it ain't nothing with Texas.
No, I made a after last year, like we had talked about, I decided I didn't want to drive.
No, you're fine. I was just like laughing because I'm like, oh my gosh, it takes forever to get the hell out of here.
Right. Well, what I was thinking was, how cool would it be to fly folks here
and then drive
together?
Yeah.
Or we could even get Keith Coker, fly Keith up here and he could be a fucking witness for us.
Right.
Stuff like that, man. I think that people would appreciate appreciate being able to just come to the booth and get a witness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do think people would appreciate that. Without having to wait in line. That's something I'm going to say for our fans that I think would be really cool. Because nobody wants to fucking wait in line to get a notarized a notary to come with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we could have our own, from CGC, that'd just be super dope. And I bet Keith would love to do that.
Uh-huh.
So I'll have to holler at him about it, see what he says.
Or if they might already be attending.
For sure. I'm sure. Well, they're all over. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I would rather see Keith get paid than people I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still consider him one of us all day, every day. So,
well, we've bonded over Taco Bell.
oh well, Keith he has gone out of his way to let me know that I'm part of this industry, and I'm very, very grateful. So
yeah.
I will do everything in my power for Mr. Coker any day of the week.
Agreed.
But it'd be really dope to be able to have him, go with us. But if we could fly like, 2 to 3 people in and buy the tickets out early enough so they don't suck,
Right.
and then we get the folks coming in, and then we drive out there, and then we could have a whole shit ton of inventory because we drove, and
Yeah.
like,
even with your 3-wheeled suitcase.
I threw that bitch away. I was so mad. But I was so mad. It went in the trash like 3 days after we got home. Like, I was mad as shit.
One day for every week.
Yeah, exactly. One day for every wheel that bitch had left. But no,
alas, poor,
yeah,
I don't know, whatever it is. I knew ye well.
yeah,
You were gone too soon.
fucker. But anyway, I think doing that would be really good because then we could have the promotional materials, we could have all the stuff, and I always buy extra books for y'all anyway, so we have the extra books and shit, and
yeah.
if most places we're guests, that's cool too, but even if we're having to buy a table, then we can just
get her done.
Yeah, that's it. Expense it to the business and go.
Yeah.
And same thing with like the rooms and stuff. Man, you guys taught me a lot. Like,
oh
yeah, well, like sharing rooms and shit saves money, like the whole 9, man.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, Rockefeller on a dime. I'm with it.
You roll your clothes, you keep your shit
That's
together, you do the stuff, you pick up after your stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm all like, don't mess with me, man. And you're like,
Yeah. No, it's a system,
It is a system. There was a time, oh my gosh, back in the day when we were greenhorns coming up the ranks, trying to figure all this shit out, trying to do it all on the fly, on the cheap. I was even bringing a waffle iron.
Yes. For
You
breakfast.
get the Bisquick mix that don't need any milk or egg. You pour some water into it, and voila!
Yeah.
You can literally make fresh waffles in your hotel room for nothing.
Well, now we can't live without Starbucks. So.
Well, look, I have a system.
I cannot live without Starbucks now. We'll put it that way. And before anybody questions, I don't even drink fucking coffee. Okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
I just really like the dragon fruit refresher thing.
Did you know that right now they are doing, I mean, I'm sure you could order it anytime during the year and it's not even a big deal, but for summer, they're doing a blended refresher like drinks. And so it's like passion fruit, dragon fruit, pineapple,
Oh wow.
blended. Oh my god, it's real
Guess
good.
what? Going to Starbucks in the morning.
That's right. And just be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Can I have that
Yeah.
frozen?
That Armageddon fucking thing. Put it all together in one goddamn thing.
Oh my
Suicide.
god.
Fucking.
Like straight up lemonade and ice, blend that bitch together. Oh, so good. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it really hits the spot. Now I don't buy that, but they were passing out samples. It was real good.
Man, I'm about it. I'm
No
about it.
doubt.
Oh,
No
Shawnee
doubt.
says, hello, been lurking and now ready to horn in on the conversation.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, but those are the things I'm thinking about. Like there are other little things too, you know what I mean? Like now that we have so much going on and there's so much product and stuff, like having like an Ethereal Girl booth babe, you know.
What? No.
No. Oh. You could wear the Ethereal Girl shirts.
I am going to just punch you in the dick every time you walk past me. Be
You
like,
could
Oz,
totally
give
rock
me
the
some
Ethereal Girl shirt.
pointers. No.
No? Oh,
No. That requires like eye makeup and like eye contact. Fuck that. I'm not talking to anybody unless they bring me a Starbucks.
oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. I'll talk to everybody. Don't even get me wrong.
She's so nice. She talks to goddamn everybody. Don't let
I
her.
I do. Everybody's a new friend. Everybody.
That's it. That's
But
it.
I'm not gonna wear an Ethereal Girls like booth babe shirt. Like, no.
Well, no, I was being facetious. I didn't.
Oh, okay. Look, I literally get asked all the time, like, oh, well, it's just because you're a girl. I'll be like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a solid. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I might be a girl, but I don't play the girl. I don't know what that
Oh
means.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no. We know this.
Yeah.
Shawnee says every time you mention Ethereal Girls, Madonna's Material Girl starts playing in my head.
Oh
That's the
man,
point.
I could totally see that too.
That is literally the point.
Yeah.
It's marketing 101.
Oh, for sure. But we
What
need
is
like
it? If we do something that reminds you of something and takes you to a happy place in your life, you enjoy it more. You know what I mean?
does that
That's
mean
why
that
the Ethereal Girl immediately stuck out.
does that
You
mean that I
know,
can start photoshopping Bernie's mittens onto all of our Ethereal Girls?
oh my god.
What?
We need to do a
Give her
agency in the Madonna outfit from the 80s with the horn titties.
with the Sharon's pie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Those were simpler times.
Shawnee said, I figured, just want to let you know it was working. I appreciate that, madam. I'm glad you dig it. Well, it's very fun, you know, and Ethereal is dark as we like to go with our stories and stuff. I still like to make people happy. I really enjoy making people happy. And so like the girls and the books and the Ricky being that I'm a tough guy, but I've got a heart of gold type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's always that part of me that really likes making the reader happy, you know? So we balance the scary things with the pleasant things. And, we do all we can to give you as much beauty as we do of, the darker side of the house. Trust me, I just saw a cover with a Vagoo on it tonight, and I'm just like, there we go. So it'll be a good one. Just need to figure out who's going to color that beautiful hoo-ha there.
I should do it.
You should.
It's fine.
Either that or that dude that did Mr. Lee.
Yeah. That he'd be a good one too.
He's a goddamn monster.
No doubt.
We have Lee on there. That'd be
I was
fucking hot.
seriously, I'm just so mad that I had that idea. I did. I really did.
I'm sure you did, but that's why it's a good idea.
Just so. Oh, it's fine.
It's a good idea. So multiple team members had it. You know, you can't go wrong with it either. Because I mean, what do they call them? Firecrackers back in the day? Like the hot chicks were like the redheads and stuff were like firecrackers.
I'm gonna give her a fire crotch.
Well, that's basically what we got.
Be like, ooh, it's the Lindsay Lohan special.
Oh my God. Shawnee said, April, these cards you're working on are really cute.
Aw, thanks. They
No.
look a little rough just because by the time I put all the colored pencil over the top of them, it kind of mutes the line art. So I always go back in and re-ink it over the top of the colors. It's extra work, but it looks better.
It looks awesome every time you get them done.
Yeah.
Speaking of what was I gonna say? Speaking of oh, I don't fucking remember now. Covers and fire crotches and whatnot.
There's a couple of them.
Stickers is what I was looking for.
Man, that took up the better part of 2 days. I don't even want to talk about it. You picked your favorites.
Hey, you can't get that one off.
Oh, sorry.
We can't do those on Twitch.
I honestly didn't see it until I had already flipped it.
Anyway.
Sorry.
So the stickers, right? You sent a great list of stickers. Like a great list of sticker artists.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Not enough people watch our Twitch to go, hey, look, fine him $25. So art is art. It's not like we're doing pornography.
Yeah.
Yet. Anyway, so what I was getting at was the sticker thing. I think we should pay each individual for like out of 3 or 4 to do 1 sticker a piece, and then go in and decide the preference that we have. You know, because stickers are difficult to me. Like they're so different that I don't know how to be like, oh yes, that's the best sticker right there. That's my favorite. You know what I mean? Like, I still think Trevor broke the mold with art in general.
Yes.
You know, so it's like trying to do stickers that look anything like, you know, his stickers is just impossible to begin with.
Yeah.
But so I think that, like I said, we pick 3, 4 or 5 of them, and we get each of them to do a sticker, and then we decide, you know. I mean, that way everybody gets paid. You know what I mean? And it all their time is, you know, accounted for, and then we can go in and decide who's, you know, which everyone liked the most. Oh, Trevor is not just a great artist, but he's a class act as a human being. So,
well, we'll talk about the sticker thing, like, you know, later.
For sure, I'm just rocking things off in my head.
I
right
know.
now. I'm very medicated.
Yeah, I'm just tired, and like I hear you, but I have reservations.
But I don't fucking care.
No, I have reservations. I could see doing 1 or 2 at a time, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean,
unleashing the beasts and then them being like, what's next? I'll be like, okay.
Well, that's the point, though. The okay is the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these folks come in, and when we have created a format for artists with Ethereal,
no,
they come in.
These are new guys that have never heard of us before.
Yeah.
And they're anxious to prove themselves. And that type of anxiety makes me really just want to throw myself into traffic. So we're not going to do that.
I feel like that frequently.
Yes. So I usually just tell people, like, don't worry.
Be happy.
will reach out to you, especially if I need something from you.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm just shopping. I like to shop.
Shawnee said April's personal give a damn window has shrunk significantly.
It really has. It's only because I have things that are literally on my plate that I'm excited to work on, such as these cards are like iconic and beautiful, and I want to spend time on them, but instead I'm shopping for sticker artists who are like, oh, I've never done a sticker before, but I can do it. I'm like, oh,
What the fuck?
okay.
Who asked you for a sticker that does what? What is happening?
Well, no, I'm gonna be a thing. I'm like, oh,
Oh my god.
that sounds
People are
great.
funny, right? People
Yeah.
are funny. Like when they come to the inner like so I used to sit in and listen on interviews for folks that came to work with me with the government. And you would hear people come in and they'd be like, well, my background is this, 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 and this. And you're going, but what? but, but, but why are you here though? Have you ever used a firearm? No, I don't believe in guns.
But
Well,
I watched a movie.
yeah. I saw Schwarzenegger as a kid. Oh yeah, great. I love it. Thanks. Awesome. Now you're the next Rambo, and I got to worry about you shooting some poor dude on the fucking street.
Yeah, but if I
Yeah.
showed up and been like, look, that kid had it coming, you'd be like, well, not kid, like
Yeah,
anybody who's younger than me.
Yeah.
They're just like a lot of people feel like, look, he didn't stop.
Yeah.
And I'm
Shawnee
not
said people are
chasing
very funny, sometimes in a ha-ha way, but more often in a weird, peculiar way.
It is rather
Yeah.
peculiar.
Well, I mean, like, to me, like, I've listened in on Heather doing interviews and stuff, right? Okay, so we both work from home now, so it's like I just, when people say certain things, I'm just like, but why though? You know what I mean? You're applying for a job that's 20 something dollars an hour, that is data entry, that requires you to type X amount of words per minute, but you can't type, but you can learn. Oh, buddy. Poor Chirin. It's just, if you haven't done a sticker, stickers are very different to me than a normal piece of art.
I agree.
They have these beautiful, just overly saturated colors, and sometimes they're just off the fucking wall cartoony, but that's what makes them cute and special and just pretty. When you put a Lisa Frank sticker on your fucking locker as a kid, it made you happy because that shit was bright and shiny. Now, I'm not saying you have to like Lisa Frank because we all know she's not a nice person. All I'm saying is, as a child, you liked those fucking binders and shit and the stickers that came with them and whatever. Whether you were a chick or a dude didn't matter. You still had those cool ass fucking orca stickers on your shit. So,
yeah, the orchids.
And now they're smashing everybody's boats.
Yeah.
They want their fucking they want their money from Lisa Frank for using all their fucking likenesses.
I read somewhere that like days before the incident, a orca was hit by a propeller, and then from there, all of the attacks started to really like ensue.
Right.
And so this was just bad timing.
Have you seen? So, all right, when we were kids, a movie came out. It was called Orca. Have you seen it?
I saw Blackfish, but no.
Okay, so I can't watch that. That'll hurt my fucking. That'll mess me up. But Orca was. Yeah, I can't. It'll hurt my feelings.
Ooh, it'll get you.
What?
That dolphin movie, Winter's Tale or Dolphin Tale.
So if you go to Florida and you go down to Clearwater, that baby actually lives down there. And you can go see her.
Yes.
And she's amazing. And they have an entire aquarium built around her.
Yep.
And it's beautiful. If you get the chance, go see it. It's mad fun. But no, the Orca film is literally about a dude that kills an orca, and the orca's mate starts killing fishermen and stuff in the area.
Is this a horror movie?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, okay.
It was
So,
more
so now
Revenge
it's
of the
relevant.
it was more Revenge of the Whale than horror movie, but yeah,
Sweet.
it was a really wild movie.
Brawl.
Crawl was a good one too.
Yeah. I saw that when I was like, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was telling you that story the other night about how water was like up to my fucking hips
Yeah.
trying to get in my house. Yeah, that shit's no bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't, homie, don't play that. No.
Yeah. No, but there's, as Shawnee says, stickers, a whole lot of art and color compressed in a very specific size space.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's the specific size space that gets interesting because some of them get die cut, some of them are circular, rectangular, square, triangle. Shoot. It's just that you can literally adjust and change, and to confine it just to, let's say, this size all the time. I don't know.
It's a skill set, man.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell when somebody's got some commercial experience versus when they do it just for fun, or if they've never done it, period.
Absolutely.
And
well, that's the thing, right? You want to be able to promote people and stuff, and you want to give people work. But when you get to a certain level, you have an expectation. You know what I mean? You're not hiring people for the lowest of the low publications. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I straight up was telling somebody that earlier today. I'm like, I get that you guys are willing to do this, but we're not looking for free art. We're not looking for a handout. We're not looking for any of that. We're literally shopping for somebody who has a little bit of professional experience, and we're willing to pay for that.
Free is very often not free. So
it's just a lot of extra work to help guide it down the finish line, and I'm okay with that.
Then you owe people favors and shit, and
yeah, we don't.
I don't need any of that.
No.
My memory sucks as it is, so
yeah.
The less I have to be like, I owe that guy something. I don't know that. If he's not on the payroll, I don't know shit.
Therein lies this month's adjustments. Oh, speaking of which, did you get a chance to look at them? Did they look good?
They look great.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
They look great.
Good. I'm so happy.
Well, also, if you get the opportunity and you speak to Donnie before I do,
he
messaged waiting on him.
Yeah, I messaged him and he was responding while we've been live, so I'll be able to look at it after we get off.
Love that. Yeah, because they were like, "Well, he's got to do things on his end," and I was like, "Well, dope. I'm happy to help him. You know what I mean? Like overly happy to help him. I just, you guys got to get that end of things situated." Man, oh man. I think Shawnee says, I've seen that movie. There's one particular scene, and I think you know which one I'm talking about, that completely freaked me out. Oh, absolutely, Shawnee. You're going to see some really wild scenes coming out from Ethereal lately. I wrote a panel or a page a couple weeks ago, and I'm not going to tell you what book it was for because I don't want to give it away, but where an individual actually peels their own skin off. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds like an Underland thing.
It's not telling, but that definitely
was I right?
Underland thing.
Was I right?
No, absolutely not, but it could have been. Way off in left field there, but no, it could have been though.
Yeah. Well, so it's saying
Especially
something
with
that
what
could have
we're.
been for a lot of different books. What does that
That's
say
fair.
about you?
That's fair. I saw a shrink for a fucking year and a half. So, and a
Yeah.
pastor in the same fucking meetings for a year and a half.
So where they dwell is a real thing, huh?
Huh.
Ah.
All that weird shit comes out of my noodle.
What?
Yeah, no, where they dwell is scary even for me. I don't think it's the scariest stuff I've ever written, but I think the concept of where they dwell is probably the scariest thing we put out.
Cool.
I think that There Be Shadows is pretty intense in a whole different kind of way, though.
Yeah.
I don't consider BGD scary. That's like a mob book to me. Oh, absolutely, Shawnee. Goodness. On a positive note, she says, my Metal Girl looks like it's doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. People are digging my Metal Girl. I'm very, very happy with it.
Already ready to homage and swipe the
Man, look. Don't.
I don't know why you tell me stuff. I'm a shitty human being.
I'm too medicated for that tonight. I'll get upset and say something. Don't. I try to behave when we're live.
Oh.
I try to be the voice of reason.
Well.
Which is the exact opposite of what happens in reality.
How that is funny, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like, oh, you're good until that last line. Now you're gonna be like,
I was real mad.
I know you were.
I was real mad. Like, I felt real disrespected.
It's okay. I was advertising for stickers and somebody was like, how about a colorist? I'm like, well, I'll look at your stuff, but yeah, okay. So then, they send me some stuff and I'm like, oh, well, here's a suggestion. And then they're like, oh, so I didn't get the job. I'm like, as a sticker artist? Like, that's apples and oranges, my love. Like, come back later.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're not.
I'm like, wow, I'm real sorry that I disappointed you. Like,
thanks for coming into my house, spilling my tea, and then talking shit.
I was just like, I hope that I'm of help. Like, maybe I'll run into him like later on down the road or something. But
Hey.
I was just like, dude, really? I'm so sorry that I confused you.
Well, people are funny like that because and Shawnee said it, and we're back to funny people.
I just, I find that reality is hysterical.
Well, it's hard for people sometimes, right? Like, look, man, the world is tough. Especially, I tell people all the time, like, when people are like, a lot of people are like, how do I say this and sound like I'm not a dick?
Oh, I can't wait. This sounds like a good email kind of moment.
Right. Yeah, this is like a positive email, like a company-wide email.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, when I first started this, when people had asked me how to get where we were at, right? And
sell a house.
Yeah, basically. No, I would always be like, well, you could try this or try this and da. And that eventually evolved to don't. You know what I mean?
Well,
and unless you've got hear me out. Unless you have some kind of in the system or you're a smash fucking hit one way or another, you know what I mean? Because comic books are like music, right? If you're not one of the 5%, what's up, Del? If you're not one of the 5%, it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's real difficult.
Yeah.
And when people come in and they're like, I totally get when they come in and they're like, hey, look, I know you're hiring for stickers, but are you hiring for line artists? I totally get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And ends and end.
Right. But at the same time, you're like, don't be mad if we're not hired for that. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because we're not. You know what I mean? So like when like Julian though, right? Shoot your fucking shot out of the blue.
Man, that was
But
across the
but
bow and took me by
he had to
surprise.
shoot a real fucking shot though, right? Like it was a
Yep.
real shot that he shot. It wasn't like, well, I'd like to work for y'all. I know you're not hiring, but
Hey,
uh,
hey, look,
I
he whole assed it.
absolutely, and that's why I got a job. You know what I mean? Like he came at us with like a full fucking piece of artwork already done in beautiful looking shit, So
with 2 other variants on top of it.
whoa, am I hiring for fluffers? I mean, that depends. Do you do it with gum in your mouth or not? I'm just asking for a friend.
Whoa, what?
Just saying.
And I
Uh,
got in trouble for a 5-second card.
hey. Anyway, so my point being, not everybody knows what a fluffer is.
Oh, I'm
So
so sorry.
anyway,
It's
my
ethereal after dark.
that's right. He said Dell said spearmint all the way. Spearmint burns, man. You got to get away from peppermint and stuff.
Funny story.
Go to watermelon or strawberry and you'll be okay.
Ooh, how about grape?
No,
Grape.
I don't. So funny story
Bubble
before
gum.
we get to your funny story.
Cotton candy.
No, yeah, well, when it comes to grape, I don't eat any purple grapes, like at all, because we were doing a game night at my house probably 15 years ago, and I made these Darth Vader shots, and they were the coolest thing, man. And Bubblicious always fills the void, and I can't breathe. Jesus. Anyway, so I was making these Darth Vader shots. Shawnee said, for those of us who do know what a fluffer is, that's effing funny. So anyway, we're making these Darth Vader shots, and they were so cool. I don't know, somebody had done, I think I got a rate or like a promotion, and I was really happy with myself, and I was throwing like a gathering for our friends and shit, whatever. But these were like the most expensive drinks I'd ever made, and they were like, it was a grape shot, and it was like it had like a neon purple lit cup and shit, and it was really cool. But we were playing I've Never, and I'm like shot after shot after shot after shot.
You poor baby.
And I ended up in my guest bathroom, and somehow all my clothes were off in my guest bathroom. And I remember thinking it was so hot that I laid down on the tile. I didn't wake up till the next morning, everybody was gone. But when I woke up, I was so sick, like the sickest I'd ever been from alcohol in my life.
Ugh.
And every time I threw up, I could taste grape.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, nope. I haven't eaten anything grape, drank anything grape since, because it will make me puke all over the place.
Oh yeah.
So no, I don't fuck around with grape anything. No. But what I was saying was
this is me taking notes.
Exactly.
Start
but
sending like Fruit of the Loom like memes and stuff.
Jesus H. So, but when we hire though, we don't often even do an open hire. We really don't even let people know we're hiring, to be honest with you. Shawnee said, yeah, I won't say why or how, but I can completely relate to that. Adele said, distracted by the fluffer, I got you. Jesus. He has references, by the way. But no, we really don't tell people we're hiring, generally speaking. So like when people do come looking for work without a reference, we tend not to even be hiring at that time. So it's like not even a conversation, right? Now, when somebody comes in and they're like, I'm a banger or whatever, we tend to make
That's
work.
what she said.
You know? We tend to make work. So, but it's an interesting thing. You know, it is really interesting to see all the cool art come in and stuff. But you have to be conscious of your team and who's on your team. And because every time you hire somebody, they don't just represent you as a company, they represent everybody on your team. So, question: how would you do a flyer or notify people you were hiring a fluffer asking for a friend? You
You have to
know,
wait till the red label gets up and running, and then
yeah.
that's not even a
So,
problem.
yeah, HR. That's an HR question for the
That
red
is
label.
an HR question.
I really wouldn't know. I'm sure the HR will do some research and
We can take out ad space.
yes, uh, take out ad space and hustler, you know, something like that. I'm sure we could, you know, but you got to have a certain skill set, you know.
It
I
makes
heard
me laugh.
gagging is frowned upon. Just
I
saying,
I was just gonna say that. You took still my thunder.
steal my thunder. But no, we generally when we hire people, it's generally a reference. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Um, oh my goodness. I'm not even saying that out loud, Dell.
Wait, what aren't you saying out loud out?
I'm I'm not repeating. Thank you, Shawnee. What Dell just wrote.
Oh,
Anyway,
but I can't see.
well, you can go back and look later.
I don't want to look. I want you to read it to me
Yeah.
and blush in the process.
No, because
It gives me
we're
great.
trying to get a lot of things going, so we need to be careful about what we're doing on Twitch.
Oh.
Anyway, no. So when we hire people, it's generally through a reference or a. No, you're good, Dell. You're so good. I'm just trying to get us monetized and stuff. There's a lot going on. No, you're so good though. Don't stress it. No, you guys don't have to behave. I'm just saying I'm not going to repeat it. I don't give a shit what you say in the comments. I'm just not going to repeat it all live.
That makes me laugh really hard though. That so sorry. Go ahead.
It's hard for me not to repeat it. You know, it's like having to behave is new to me. You know
It
what I mean?
makes me want to be so naughty.
I understand that. But the minute we start getting these commercials set up and all this other jazz set up and we start screwing around, we're going to lose all this monetization. So
Yeah.
we have to play it cool, daddy-o.
Oh man, that's not my forte.
No, but that's why I behave online. More online than I do in person because I don't have to. No one's gonna ground me in person, but they'll fucking ground me on the internet.
Shadow ban.
Shadow ban like a motherfucker. Anyway, so when we do hire, it's generally because someone was referenced or sent to us, or we happen to see their artwork and really enjoy it. It's like I don't know that we've openly searched for anything outside of the sticker thing in I couldn't tell you how long,
It's been a minute.
you know.
But here's the thing. I like kind of following up on folks when I have time. It doesn't happen very frequently, but once in a while I'll go back in and I have a notebook of people that I write down their names and sometimes what they sent me. And that way I can check back in and see what other types of work they do.
Yes.
And I get that sometimes you can't post stuff because like it's for a project or whatever, but you still have to be able to like see some progress over time. And it's not like I'm checking every week. I am making an effort to, check once every 6 months, once every year, whatever. but it is beneficial to show some current work online so that people like myself can see that there's progress being had. Sometimes you hit a real nice stride on style, and that might be something that we're actually looking for.
For sure.
So
Absolutely.
we've tested out a couple of folks that way, and like they very nearly got the job kind of thing. And it's nice. It's nice to be able to see progress happen, or to give somebody the opportunity for work for hire. So
It's also cool to help people grow. You know what I mean? Growing is something that um, I've always found is lucrative to any team or business, you know, as you grow together. So, like, um, if there's an up and coming artist that we think would fit the mold if they had a little bit more, you know, just a
mhm.
little bit of something extra, you know, 9 times out of 10, if you're a line artist, Bladen can help you find that. Or if you're a colorist, April's pretty damn good at it, so she can help you find that little extra bit, you know. Um, it's interesting. Like, I don't I don't presume to come in and tell our artists much of anything, to be honest with you. Because I respect their craft, but I also respect that they know what they're doing. You know, there's plenty of times when they don't. I mean, sure. You know, we've had in the past 2 years, I think we've had 4 cats not stay with us. I mean, that's pretty good in 2 years. Um, but it's one of those things where it's never
But the
perfect.
needs and demands of their lives, as well as our company and our status of growth, evolve.
Absolutely.
And that's okay to take a step back, or to
For sure.
reassess.
We
And
have
there's
that's all about helping each other. You
uh-huh.
know, and that's where the teamwork thing comes in, because here we don't treat people like numbers, just like we don't treat our fans like numbers. You know, it's, you know, every time I send a package out to an ethereal fan, if they're new, it's awesome. If they buy from us all the time, I get excited because I'm like, I know that address. You know, it's just
Mhm.
one of those things where you have got to realize that people are people, and whether they work with you or whatever, they're still people. And as a kid, I I often never really cared what anybody said as a kid to me. I did my own thing, and that was, you know, whatever. But I had a girl throw like the worst insult at me, and it made me grow, like substantially grow as a human being. Um, she was like, you know, when people walk out the door, you forget they're alive until they walk back in the door. And that was the truth. Like, I if I didn't, it was out of sight, out of mind, you know? And I remember going, man, when I got older, I was like, oh, well, I don't treat my friends like that. And I don't treat my, you know, my team members or my employees like that anymore. And I just got to thinking how horrible it would have been to go through life,
Not having that realization.
yeah, to feeling like that you were the center of the world and the world spun around you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because there's so many people that act like that. Like they're the fucking, you know, the sun sets on their ass, you know?
Mhm.
And I was just so taken aback by it as a kid. because yeah, that's how it was like. And now I can tell you everything. I can tell you all kinds of things about our team members, their families, and all kinds of stuff because I give a shit. You know, I legitimately care about their families. I care about their lives, the things that are going on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool thing to be able to work with people and be a part of this magical experience with people, you know. I don't know. I'm getting sappy because it's late.
Aw.
I told you I'm super medicated. I'm on like 6 different fucking pills tonight. I'm super medicated.
So all that's left is the need of a fluffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I think we're gonna call it here in a minute if that's okay with you.
yeah, I guess.
I'm pretty beat.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
downstairs.
let me finish this card first, and then we'll go off.
Yeah, right on. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, y'all. Like, it's always mad fun. I know that April and I are talking about starting to try to do this Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and you know, we'll see what we're doing on Friday nights and stuff. But it's easy for us to get work done like this. Like I sit and I can do documents and stuff while we're chilling and whatnot. So it's very calm time period.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't sleep till later much anyway.
Kids have their last day of art camp
Right on.
tomorrow, and
Oh yeah.
I broke it to the Starbucks ladies. I'm like, oh man, you guys are gonna be so happy to have your table back. And they're like, wait, what? You're leaving?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you know, I got to go back to my side of town. They're like, no. I'm like, wait, what? Dude, like within the first 2 weeks, it's like Cheers. I walk in, and even if they're busy, they're like, April. I'm like, oh,
What up,
and I
homie?
blush and I trip over my shoes because I'm just flabbergasted. I'm like, because I can't take a compliment to save my life.
That's a fact. I've seen that in person. So did you watch The Bear tonight?
I am on like season 2, episode like 3 or something. I don't know. 4.
It's goddamn amazing.
I don't know about amazing, but it is, you know, it is the struggle bus, and it is entertaining to watch him, like, you know, evolve.
I just mean from it's very well written. It's very much like this is what it's like to try to run things. And
Yeah.
season 1 more so than season 2. Season 2 is a bit more lovey-dovey stuff going on, but season 1 is very much a, you know, don't knock it till you fucking try it type of thing.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I absolutely
No, it's good. I'm still watching it, so that is
yeah. There's that, right? There's that. Shawnee
I
says
know.
makes sense, and it makes it easy for me to pop in when I can. Always fun chilling with you two. Absolutely, dude.
Aw, love you, Shawnee.
Shawnee, watch The Bear if you haven't seen it. It's great.
I know Gus was watching it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I remember catching a scene or two going, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And I thought it was just like another cooking show, but no, it's legit or whatever.
I enjoy it. I enjoy the story.
He likes cooking shows, and
Oh,
so
right on.
one of his favorites is that one that what was his name? John Farvo was it's called The Chef or El Jefe or something like that.
Oh, I've never seen that. It sounds cool though.
Oh, it is really, really good. Like he gets mad. He doesn't understand how Twitter works, and so some critic had gone after him social media wise
Right.
And he was caught between an artistic inspiration and then what his boss told him was a classic hit he had to do. And
Right.
so he caved and did what his boss asked him to do to save his job, and
Right.
then just got racked over social media about it,
Right.
and lost his cool in a very public forum.
Oh, no.
And it went out while he was berating and making a fuss in person. It got videoed, and
Man.
it just went live everywhere. And he couldn't take it back, and he lost his job. And so he somehow wound up getting a food truck.
Right.
And it was just kind of like reconnecting with food, reconnecting with his roots, just connecting with his family, because he had a kid that was like trying to help him, or who wound up trying to help him out with exposure.
Yeah.
And I really, really think that it is such a good and wholesome, like,
I thought it was
movie.
a movie, right?
It is a movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've seen it with John Leguizamo's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Such a good movie.
It is a really good movie for sure. Well, I've always been, like I said, I've been leading teams 80% of my adult life, and I'm educated in it. I've class after class after class after class, and it's one of those things where I as much as classes prepare you for things, I don't think anything prepares you for people in general.
Everybody's so different. You can't
Exactly.
really
I just don't think
treat
that you can
everybody the same.
No. And but I feel you learn skill sets and ways to deal with people and stuff like that. But it's one
Yeah.
of those things where, like, I can walk into a boardroom and be a fly on the wall anywhere. You know what I mean? But I can also walk into one and integrate myself in a conversation. But
I can
it's one of those-
stumble into one and make
right,
a complete scene accidentally.
exactly.
It's gonna
And
be
then
Sandra Bullock all over.
right, then you're in, like Flynn.
Yeah.
You know,
You're that lady. Oh, me?
yeah. You like to draw the bunnies? Yeah.
I do.
Oh my gosh. I'm still never gonna forget that walking past that chick, or not that chick, but that dude, that young cat that grabbed me by my elbow in Florida when we were there. And he was like, "You're a dinosaur guy," and I was like, "Okay, why is my elbow in your tiny hand?" It was pretty funny. Nice people. People are funny. Yeah, Shawnee the Bear is. Oh my gosh. As a writer, I eat it up, man, like fucking Tic Tacs. But as like a publisher or a business owner as well, it's very much probably the closest thing I've seen to what it's like to running a real business, especially when we opened our comic shop. Because when we opened it, the dude that owned the shopping center didn't do dick for us. So, like, when we came in, it used to be a smoothie fucking shack, and we had to demo an entire smoothie shack. And you have to have permits and shit and all kinds of fucking stuff because you're ripping out sewage lining and oh my god, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. But but like I said, that show is so like on it, and it was just really cool to see.
All right.
We had a ton of fun at the shop because we had put in a ton of arcade machines, and there was a a laundromat at the end of the shopping complex, so people would walk from the laundromat to the shop to play arcade games.
Oh.
Well, that got to be a bit bananas because they don't give a shit about your product or anything, so they're not being careful while they're in there,
Ah.
you know. But it was fun. We did pinball tournaments and shit.
Right on.
Mad fun. Excuse me.
Well, that's all I'm gonna do on this one.
It's awful pretty.
Yeah, I'll get some background stuff on it later, but I'm not
She could be a 3D fluffer.
I could be a what?
She could be a 3D fluffer. 3D.
Oh, yeah. Well, licking ice cream off her tongue.
That's
yeah.
exactly right.
Grape flavored.
Ew. Oh god. And with that, A-team, I hope you all have a great evening, and we will see you shortly. Don't forget, If It Hops only has like 48 hours left, and my Metal Girl is live right now and smashing through stretch goals.
Yay.
Yeah.